What role does climate change play in regional population? Imagine a world where the places we call home are changing right before our eyes. Climate change is not just about weather. It's shaping where people choose to live across the United States. It influences migration patterns, growth, and decline in different regions. When sea levels rise, coastal areas like Florida and parts of the Gulf Coast face flooding and erosion. This makes living there riskier, prompting residents to move inland or northward to safer areas. As a result, these coastal communities may see their populations decrease over time. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, wildfires, and intense storms are becoming more frequent and severe because of climate change. These events damage homes, infrastructure, and disrupt daily life. For example, wildfires in California and the Southwest have burned thousands of acres, forcing people to evacuate and relocate. Droughts in the southern Great Plains make farming difficult, leading farmers and workers to seek opportunities elsewhere. When living conditions worsen due to these hazards, people tend to move away, slowing population growth or causing decline in affected regions. On the flip side, some areas become more attractive because they are less affected by climate risks. Places with milder temperatures, fewer natural disasters, and stable water supplies can draw new residents. For example, states like North Carolina and parts of the Midwest might see an increase in population as people look for safer places to settle. Climate change also impacts different groups differently. Older adults and low-income communities are often more vulnerable to heat waves, poor air quality, and health issues caused by changing weather. These groups may have fewer resources to adapt or move, which can influence local population numbers. If health risks grow, some residents might leave vulnerable areas, further changing the population landscape. Forecasting models now include climate change effects to predict future population shifts. These models show that high-risk areas might see faster declines, while safer regions could experience growth. For example, as coastal populations decline, inland and northern regions might see an influx of new residents. Public perception also plays a role. Many Americans believe that places like Florida and Southern California will become less livable in the coming decades, which influences their decisions to stay or move. Understanding how climate change affects regional populations helps policymakers plan better. They can prepare for changing housing needs, infrastructure upgrades, and health services. It also highlights the importance of building resilience in vulnerable areas to manage migration and demographic shifts. In the end, climate change is a key factor in shaping the future of where people live in the United States. It drives migration, influences economic opportunities, and interacts with demographic factors. Recognizing these patterns helps us better understand and prepare for the population changes ahead.